Welcome, everybody, to another week and another episode of Rule Number 4. I am Kevin Graham.
I'm Jason X.
And I'm Christy.
Solid.
We're off to a good start. And for those of you that don't know, this is the show where we take a look at a whole bunch of assholes. We examine them, we do deep dives in them, and we try to figure out which one is the biggest one.
That's right. We pry into people's personal lives. We hear the trials and tribulations, and we judge the shit out of them for it. And you are too at home. So please play along and help us decide who is going to be the biggest asshole this week.
Yeah, we got a whole another bunch of them coming up, and so feel free to chime in on chat, whichever platform you're watching on, because God knows we're on every fucking streaming service and social media that there is.
Soon OnlyFans.
The millions and millions you can make on OnlyFans. And it's only your fans are there, and we only have like 4 fans, so basically every channel for us is OnlyFans.
It's a $200 sign up for each of you.
Yeah.
So
I've got emails ready to go. I've got like a slew of hot dogs that I'm going to be making up. Just have one at a time. Do a little Q&A. $200 to open. Tips are encouraged. So
anyway, Christy, you want to hit us with the rules for those of you that are first-time watchers?
Sure. I'm going to read some stories written by the potential asshole in question, asking if in this situation they are the asshole. And we are going to decide whether or not they were in fact an asshole.
That's right. And what we typically do is you will read the headline of the article, and much like the internet, we're going to make a snap decision based only on the headline.
Yeah, first glance only, no details given. We're going to make judgment calls because, you know, it's I don't know if you know this, but it's 2020, so like that seems to be the way to go. Yeah. Wait, what?
Exactly. It says the American way.
We do judge a book by its cover in 2020.
So
here. So
yeah.
So let's not waste any more time. Let's get
on it
into the first story. I'm excited.
All right, I'm gonna throw a little softball up in here. I will mention that I have a little bit of theme going this week.
Oh,
it's all about parents.
I thought you were gonna say it was all about assholes. I'm like, well, I mean, we're here, so
you're not wrong.
So parents. Okay, well, I might have an advantage here.
You yourself being the resident parent.
I am the only parent in the room. I mean, I'm the only adult.
We've got 2 cats, so like that counts as like a child, I think.
No.
I mean, like the amount of attention and care that we need to give them, I feel like that counts for at least 1 kid.
Pets aren't kids. I don't care who you are. Listen, this is a huge. I saw a bumper sticker today that said, "I like big mutts and I cannot lie." Lady, you can go fuck yourself. All right? Because I will take a baby on board over I like big mutts and I cannot lie, because the baby on board's had a harder life. Just throwing it out there.
Okay. All right.
I'm just gonna. I apparently opened a can of worms there. I'm gonna just get started here. Am I the asshole for calling my wife's baby names stupid and refusing to use them?
Snap decision. Yes.
I'm gonna say yes, because I feel like there could have been a better way to approach that subject.
Not only that, but like it could have been something that was meaningful. Like, what if it was like a dead parent's name, and you're like, "That's stupid." Like, that's an asshole move. I'm getting way ahead of myself, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it could be there.
All right. We're expecting twins in October and have obviously been suggesting names. We could have 2 girls, 2 boys. To sum up, we don't know the genders. I've picked Gabriella and Isabella, or Caleb and Joshua. Ordinary, decent names that won't make people take a double take and won't ruin their chances for a job in the future. My wife is dead set on these names: Roman Xander and Luca Bo. That's like a hyphenated name, 2 hyphenated names for boys. And Freya and Eliza Florence. I don't even think middle names are necessary, but she does. Not that anyone ever uses middle names. But I think the names are ridiculous. Would you take a child seriously if they were called Roman Xander? No, me neither. Xander is the name of her uncle, so I can get that a little bit. It's not my fault her grandmother used ridiculous names too. I've told her several times to drop the names. We're not using the names at all. They're stupid and our children will get mocked over them. She brought the names up to her family. Her grandmother cried when she found out my wife wants to use the name Xander in memorial of her uncle. So I think it was a guilt trip move to make me feel bad. Spoiler alert, didn't work. I told her and her family that the names are fucking stupid and I will not use them.
Wait,
my wife is upset with me and we aren't talking unless it's about the babies.
Wait a minute, hang on. Did he use those words specifically?
That's what it says in the post.
Okay,
That's
so
what he said.
So here's the thing, like, because with this, I mean, obviously, when people tell stories a little bit, you kind of have to say, okay, like you might need to take that with a grain of salt. Maybe there's a little bit of rose on that leaf.
Yeah, a little embellishment, a little.
But I feel like it's
seasoning.
only fair that if they say, I told my wife's grandparent that the names were fucking stupid.
That they use that exact terminology.
That is play it as it lies. Okay.
Is there more, or is that?
That's it.
Woo!
I have some thoughts.
Here's the thing, folks. Yeah. I have children. I named a child middle name after a dead relative. My father, to be exact. This guy's a douchebag.
We do have a comment from Lovins. Did this woman just straight up pick names on a randomizing app? Fair question. The names don't exactly go together.
Mm-hmm.
No. I feel like there should be compromise.
Here's the thing. I feel like nobody in this situation necessarily has bad names. I personally don't understand all of them. Like, what the fuck is Luca Bowl? Like,
it's Bo, like
Bo.
Beau.
Oh, Bo. Oh, B.
So,
what? I'm so
like Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
No, that was B.O.
Yeah, sure. But that's
that would be more like Bo Bridges.
That's.
Roman Xander is actually a kind of a kick-ass name. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it's kind of that's kind of a kick-ass name. Like, if you were a fucking 8-year-old kid rolling into school one day and they were like, "Oh, here's Roman Xander," I'd be like, "Yo, I want to be friends with that kid because I feel like he's got some secret shit going on."
Think about this: if you had a twin brother named Roman Xander and your name is Luca Bo, how much of a dweeb do you feel like?
It's all about the nickname. It's all about the nickname. Because fuck the actual name.
Like,
the birth certificate can say what they want. But like Luca could just be like Luke, or it could be like Bo, or just like Elbow.
Elbow. Ooh. Nah, that's dumb.
So he's gonna drop some elbows.
Oh shit!
On your dome.
Now you got the gimmick. now you got a gimmick. Okay.
Are you turning these into wrestler names?
That's kind of where my head was going for a minute too. Right. I mean, okay. Because what were the names the guy pitched again?
Gabriella and Isabella, or Caleb and Joshua.
Okay, those are boring as fuck. Like, I'm not on board with the whole, oh, let's name our child fucking Apple Pistachio, Crispity Crunch, or like...
real quick, I just want to go on the record and say Caleb is a great name, and I would never insult anyone who named their child Caleb.
I wouldn't either. Listen, I'm making a point. Okay? If you told me the names that he picked were Kevin and Dan, I'd be like, those are boring as fuck too. Okay?
That's fair.
Like, it's all in comparison, okay? Context is king here. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm very sorry. All right? I'm just saying, in comparison,
The texts roll in.
It was her. I'm gonna silence my phone.
This is my favorite show.
all I'm trying to say is it's in comparison, okay? You gotta.
She's not watching it. I just want to tell you that was 100% coincidence.
Shut the
that
fuck
she
up.
texted me.
Okay, I feel so much better. Let's never talk about this episode after this point.
I just want you to know that last week she watched after
It was who?
the fact.
Wait, she is watching.
Sabrina. We were just talking about you.
No, we weren't. Love the names,
Best
by the
show on
way.
internet.
Um,
This is the best show on the internet.
so names aside, I'm gonna go with the guy's the asshole because
100%.
he handled this situation. Just based on how he handled the situation, it's you don't do that. Like, if you have a disagreement on the name, just be like, hey, like, maybe it's not for me, you know? But just to be like, the names of your dead relatives are fucking dumb. Like, okay, man. Okay.
Oh, those fighting words.
I feel like that's the ultimate point there. Like there's
Yeah.
there's nothing else to say.
Oh my God, these people. See, I mean, you said this was a softball. I mean, it is. Like, there's a clear right answer to this one, but
Yeah.
these people. We're on episode 4? This is the fourth
This is
episode.
episode 3?
Oh, this is episode 3.
This is episode 3.
Jesus Christ.
We've barely scratched
Holy
the
Christ.
surface.
We've seen so many divorces just in the course of 3 episodes, and we're on par for another one here. Like, I don't think it's gonna work out. I'm just throwing it out there.
No. Wait,
And
were they already? What was his wife already pregnant at this point?
Yeah, they know they're having twins.
Twins.
Okay. I don't know where my mind went. Yeah, like that's stuff you really have to discuss like beforehand. I feel too, like just to kind of get a good idea.
I mean, you can't plan for twins unless we did like in vitro or something.
No. I mean, it's like, hey, do you want to have a child? Yes, I'd like to have a child. Cool. What do you want to name the fucker? Like, start before you start. Like,
hey man, surprises happen. I'm just saying.
okay, well then you figure it out at the earlier stages. That way you've got some time to simmer. I am not the person to be talking about this topic with. This was a terrible. This was a terrible idea. I don't.
I think it was a great idea.
I feel like Nancy Pelosi. I was set up. Okay, this is a setup. I don't appreciate it. I just want to wash my hair and eat soup.
Chris, you got any thoughts on this one?
Yeah. I think so. He could have had a reasonable discussion with his wife. He could have just not been an asshole. There are so many ways to go about this and not tell your family they're fucking.
He picked the poorest way to go about it.
Oh, I mean, they could have even like split the names. Like, okay, we'll take your uncle's name because it's very important. If they even have a boy, like they don't even know that this is going to be a problem. Yeah. And he decided to be an asshole before he even knew that he needed to be one. Like, it's just, there's just so much.
Yeah, you could take a fine name like Caleb and then tack on the dead uncle's name.
It's a strong name.
And then you got yourself a fantastic name.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. Caleb Xander would be a kick-ass name.
See,
okay, now I'm sold.
Sold.
That's the
This
compromise.
guy's a douchebag.
That guy's a dick.
There was a great compromise, and he just fucked it.
Mm-hmm.
So the uncle's
just
name
fucked
was
it.
Xander.
Were you even listening to me?
I don't know if you just saw what I went through.
It was a year's worth of trauma in 5 seconds. Anyway, all right. So
I've
are
been
we
going through
unanimous
stuff.
on this one?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're unanimous. This guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
All right.
He's an asshole. Yeah.
Fantastic.
All right.
Bring
I've got
on the
another
next
one.
asshole.
Okay.
Am I the asshole? My mom is an influencer. I am sick of being a part of it. I had a no
wait.
photos hoodie printed for me and my little sister.
Wait.
Wait.
Hang on. You lost me at my mom is an influencer.
Please read.
Already, I hate the mom. But can you please reread that?
Yes. Am I the asshole? My mom is an influencer. I am sick of being a part of it. I had a no photos hoodie printed for me and my little sister.
What does that mean, a no photos hoodie?
Like, don't fucking take photos of me.
Oh. So it's just like a hoodie that says no photos.
Yeah. That's what I assume.
I don't understand the lifestyle.
You want me to clarify, but the whole point of reading the title is that I don't
That
clarify.
headline? Right.
Well, I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. Yeah.
So are you saying they're the asshole, or you're saying the mom's the asshole?
I think the mom is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, clearly this person is a child or some type of angsty teen. And if it is some type of angsty teen, they're the asshole because by default.
All right, I'm going to read it. I am a teenager.
Check and mate.
Sabrina, yes, it was hilarious. We were talking about you because the name brought up was Caleb in the last one.
Yeah, go watch the beginning. It's excellent.
Yep. So anyway,
it's only a bit, okay? It's a bit. This is all just a bit. I set them up. It was a great time. We all had a laugh. It's wonderful, okay?
I am a teenager, and my mom is kind of famous on Instagram and from blogging. She had a mommy blog all when I was growing up, and of course, me and my sister were always involved. It sucks because there's so much out there about us, and it's going to come up when I'm looking for a job, when I'm dating, when anyone looks up my name. I found a website that will print custom jackets, print all over the front, the back, the arms, and I ordered some hoodies that say a bunch of phrases all over them. No photos, no videos. I do not consent to be photographed. No means no. Respect my privacy. No cameras. No profiting off my image. It sounds silly, but it looks pretty sick, actually. I got one for me and one for my 9-year-old sister who's started to not always want photos. And I guess the idea is that my mom can't take good-looking pictures, even candid ones, with us in the hoodies without them having a pretty strong message that we don't want to be in the pictures. My mom was mad when they showed up and really mad when I'm wearing mine. Like, she says she just wants pictures to remember my young years by, and she won't post ones without asking. But I know that's a whole mess anyway. She always says that and then negotiates me into letting her post. Like, either by saying that's how she makes income, so if I want money for something to stop arguing about pictures, or posting without asking and then saying, I thought it would be okay because your face wasn't visible or you're just in the background, etc. And I'm always like, no, you didn't think. If you thought at all, you'd remember what I said I want. No pictures of me or mentions of me online. Remove all pictures that include me that you've ever posted and delete any writing that mentions me. I'm just so fed up and upset that my mom is mad at me for wearing my new hoodie every day. She's mad I won't take it off for any event and thinks it's inappropriate to wear to certain things. I know it's really weird looking, but it feels like my only option. Am I the asshole for always wearing my no photos hoodie?
Kevin and Graham?
I say no. She is not.
Is it he or she?
Actually, it doesn't specify in the
Not
post.
binary.
Okay. Well, either way, they are not the asshole.
They're not the asshole. Reasoning?
I feel as though number one, don't bring your kids into your fucking influencer blogging stuff. I mean, I get it. Everybody wants to be the next big influencer. Ooh, look at me on Instagram. It's like, okay, like that's fine. If you have a brand that you want to build, if you have something you want to do, but like constantly pulling your kids into it, like against their will, and like if they feel uncomfortable with it, like that's the line. Like Sabrina said it. Boundaries. Like that is the boundary. If your kid doesn't want to be a part of it, like
Yep.
don't make them be a part of it, and then don't guilt trip them into wanting to post their photos saying like, well, this is how I make money. Well, now you're just making money off the expense of your children, and that ain't cool. If you want to do something on Instagram, if you want to get a blog going, I mean, like I've worked with bloggers,
Yep.
I've worked with influencers.
It's freezing up on me. Hold on.
Oh, you're freezing up.
Oh, you there?
I'm
We're
here.
all freezing up. Everybody's freezing up.
Oh, I
I'm
can't
here.
hear anything.
You can't hear anybody. We can hear you, man.
Oh, we can all hear you. But he can't hear us say that, so it doesn't matter.
Technology.
I'll take this moment
He'll-
to say that Gwilda brings up a very good point, saying family vloggers are the worst.
They are the
except
worst.
Unless they're posting about their cats and dogs, which
There you go. You're
agree.
back.
Oh, I'm back.
Yeah. So
Hi.
like, yeah, and like what I was gonna say before, because like I've worked with influencers and bloggers in the past. The way they react to stuff is very hit or miss. Like you got people who are like very straight to the point, like this is what I do, this is how I do it. It's just me, it's just my hobbies, it's just my, following. And then you get the people who are like, well, we bring the family in on it because we want to do this and we want to be that, and it's like you're an asshole. Just stop. Just stop.
So you're saying the mother is the asshole.
100%.
Okay. The kid's the asshole, ladies and gentlemen.
You think the
Let's
kid
hear it. I
is?
wanna
I
hear
want to
this.
hear this.
I want to hear this.
How do you get the money for the hoodies?
That's a fair question.
How do you get the money for the hoodies? Do you know how hard it is to get a
Please.
following on Instagram? Do you know how much content you have to put out on a regular basis that's quality content to
Yeah.
build a following, to be able to make a living
Yeah,
on social media?
yeah, I do.
There was some hard ass work
Yeah,
put into an Instagram account.
yeah. Don't do it off the expense of your kids.
Well, okay. When that kid wants a car, oh sorry, can't have a car. We have no income because you were a prick. Or when, oh, mommy, we've only got Rice Krispies for cereal. Where's the Cocoa Pebbles? Oh, sorry, we had to go shop at the secondhand store for food because you killed mommy's brand. Why you gotta kill dreams? What do you want to be when you grow up, huh? What do you want to be? You want to be an architect? Good fucking luck. Try to follow your dream.
I don't know.
Have somebody.
I don't know how those connect. But
Where's the
okay.
family support? Where's the family support? That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, it's not really for the kids to support it. Wait. Lovin's asked, did it start with the kids, or was that an added thing because they needed views?
So it sounds like she was actually a mommy blogger, which is like a real popular thing.
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of blogs out there.
They start young with the kids.
Yeah, from when you're pregnant, you basically document your entire life, talk about your children, give advice to other moms.
A lot of
Get
reviews
up
on
those
products.
mommy blogs. Yeah,
So,
probably a lot of reviews.
And that's the other thing too, is this person's a teenager. The window to be a mommy vlogger is shrinking. Because as soon as that child gets
She has
to be
another.
18, well, she's got a 9-year-old, right? It
Mhm.
said. I mean, that's what, maybe another 5 years,
And then you
possibly.
become an empty nester blogger.
Exactly. Listen, all I'm saying is it clearly took this person, what? Okay, if they're a teenager, the sibling's 9, like, so at least at the minimum, Took this person 13 fucking years to build a brand on Instagram. And just because their child wants to wear a fucking hoodie, all I'm saying is they did the right thing. They said they're going to ask consent for any photos. Great. If they're going to guilt trip them, what's the guilt trip? They may not think it's a guilt trip. That's all about perspective. I'm just saying.
Context.
This kid
it's all about context, you know?
It's all about
Mhm.
context. And I'm saying this kid is a teen. This kid is a
college
prick.
parent vlogger.
College parent blogger. There you go.
You know,
they
it's probably-
exist.
And so I think what we're dealing with is an ungrateful, spoiled child. That's my opinion. They are the asshole.
Wow, there's a split on the podcast tonight.
Well,
Christy?
So I'm just going to put in a couple of cents to wrap this up. Sounds like Dan is yes, child is the asshole.
Yes.
Kevin is no, child is not the asshole. So I agree with Gwilda in that the child is at an age where if they are going to participate in this, they should actually be paid a fee for every amount of participation. They should be getting a wage.
Well, they're getting money. They bought hoodies.
I mean, they're 16. They could have a job.
In today's America, I mean, ask Kevin. There ain't no jobs out there.
Also, it doesn't say anything about dad, if dad's in the picture, if dad works.
Yeah, where is dad? Is dad even around?
We don't know.
Where's
have
the
no
father?
information about dad whatsoever. Also, I do understand the whole never gonna get that scrubbed from the internet. I mean, most parents teach their kids don't put it on the internet unless you want it there forever, but these two kids don't have a choice.
Yeah, we have a rule in this house. I mean, I don't listen to it because I'm on the internet all the time, but no kids on the internet.
Who is your daddy and what does he do? Mm-hmm. Is the kid forced to do it? It sounds like it's mostly...
There's an implication.
There's some coercion, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. Like something seems rotten because the kid's able to order hoodies without their parents' knowledge.
Maybe the kid
so they
has a
have
job.
a stream of income.
Yeah, maybe the kid's got a job.
Come on, let's be honest.
Hey, man, like, says who?
I had a job at 16.
Yeah, I had a job at. I had a job at 16.
Was that with the creepy gelato guy?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, he was such a creep. Anyway, so you're saying that the child is not the asshole, Christy, is what you're landing on.
I'm saying that there could be extenuating circumstances here where maybe in a way the child is acting like a brat, but I think when it comes right down to it, you should have a say over your internet presence. And if they no longer want to participate, there should be an option not to participate. And if the mom really wants to keep participating, I feel like contracts need to be signed.
Well, it seemed like, and that's the other thing is like, they said, they didn't elaborate enough on what the guilt trip is to get their image on the internet. Like they didn't really elaborate enough of like, you're grounded for a week. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. But if it's like, come on, you know, if it's just pestering, like, you know, it's going to get a lot of views, it's going to, you know, pay some money, like they can still say no. Have a backbone, for fuck's sake.
Hard to, like, when you're a teenager and that's your parent, man, you got to live with them for another at least 2 more years.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure Cindy can comment on how many times you may have disobeyed a parent order every now and then.
She's got some stories.
From Lovins, I think the mom needs the kid and she knows it for the views.
100%.
Oh, so using your child.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting perspective.
I agree.
I don't know. I just crack jokes on the internet, so I don't use my children. I don't know. That's I don't have any experience in that one.
Are we split on this one?
I think we're split.
I think we're
I'm not
split,
changing.
Yeah. I'm firm in my stance.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's pull up the next one.
All right.
Move swiftly along. Am I the asshole for throwing one of my twin daughters over a fence while being chased by a dog?
Wait,
I have so many questions.
is this Isabella or is this
Xander?
Xander or who the fuck?
It's different.
Okay, wait, say it again. Am I the asshole for throwing my twin daughter?
One of my twin daughters over a fence while being chased by a dog.
Not if it's for safety.
No,
to save the child?
I don't think so. No.
I don't think so. But
Yeah.
if it's to deter the dog, like go get the child, yeah, there's some context missing from this headline.
I mean, you don't know. You like earlier, you're just reading the top level. You get a little deeper in it. Some fucked up people out there.
I'm gonna assume it was to get the child to safety.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna say no. You're not an asshole.
I'm going to say best interests were at heart here.
Okay. My husband was having headaches, so I decided to go to the pharmacy to get him some medication, and I took my daughters with me.
Oh my God, this is so much better.
I don't think it was that late, but it was pretty dark out. We could have took the car, but the pharmacy is only a couple of blocks away from our house, and the twins wanted to walk. Besides, our neighborhood is pretty peaceful, and I thought it would be good exercise. While we were walking, a dog started barking and lunging at us. I didn't pay it too much attention because it was on a chain. We went to the pharmacy, got the medicine, and on our way back, we passed the dog again. Again, it started barking and lunging at us, but this time the chain snapped.
Oh, shit.
I saw a black mass moving fast towards us in my peripheral, and I just picked up my daughters and ran. My daughters are both 5. That's like 40 pounds each, but adrenaline strength is real.
Fuck yeah.
I used to run track in high school and college, but nowhere near as fast as I was running in that moment with 2 kids and a plastic bag full of medication. However, the dog was right behind me, and my daughter on the left side was slipping, and I didn't want her to fall and get eaten or bit by the dog. We were passing a house with a fence, and I kind of tossed her over the fence into the lawn and kept running with my other daughter.
Well, wait, she kept running. Now that
A guy had just parked his car and got out, and I started running to him screaming, "Help!" And he chased the dog away and walked with me while I went back to get my daughter. She was unhurt, but she was crying and saying I left her, and why couldn't I have thrown her sister instead?
Okay, look.
I'm not. There's still more.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
We get home, and my husband asks what took us so long. I tell him we got chased by a dog, and before I could tell the whole story, our daughter blabs, "Mommy threw me over the fence," and runs to him and starts crying. He looks at me upset and demands to know what happened. After I finished telling him, I thought he would understand, but he started saying things like, "What if she got hurt? What if she fell on some glass and cut herself? What if the dog stopped chasing you and jumped over the fence at her?" I was already feeling guilty, and I wound up saying, "Okay, sorry, I get it." But he kept going, "No, you don't get it." And then I yelled at him, "What should I have done then, huh? And here's your stupid medication. Next time, get it yourself." I swear I was going to throw the bag at his stupid face, but they were all staring at me in shock because I'm not really a yeller, and I felt bad. I threw the bag on the counter instead and went to our room and slammed the door.
There's so much to unpack here. Like, oh man. It's like the age-old question of like, so a little while, I'm going to tell this story, and then, so a few years ago, there was a false alarm in Hawaii where they thought they were going to get nuked by North Korea. Like somebody had accidentally hit the button and like sent out text alerts to everyone who lived in Hawaii of, "Hey, there's a nuke coming. You have minutes to live. Essentially, was the text message that accidentally got sent out to everybody. There was a story of a guy who lived exact distances apart from his two sons, and he had to fucking choose which one he was gonna go to for his dying moments. And that's a hard fucking decision to try to make in a flash of a second. A flash of a second, you have to decide, which child am I gonna save? Which child am I gonna spend the rest of my days with? Whew.
I feel like this woman needs a pat on the back and at least a hug, you know? First of all, like, fuck the husband. Like,
He's the real asshole.
get
in the
off your
situation,
ass
to
and
be
get
honest
your
with
own
you.
damn medication, man. I mean, like, did they say? Wait, did she say what the medication was?
You have
He
COVID?
had headaches. So
Oh,
she
Oh,
went to
fuck
see-
him.
Fuck.
Fuck him. He's the real douchebag. Holy shit.
Like, I mean, listen, okay, like,
Lovins makes a good point in the Hawaii situation. Just Zoom call
Just Zoom
everybody.
call.
You know,
yeah, like, and I mean, like, if he's got enough energy to like yell at her over this, he's got enough energy to drive his fucking ass to the store and pick up his own
That's-
goddamn pills. Okay,
Yeah, he started yelling with a headache before he got his medicine.
which, like, how
Mm.
bad's this headache really, or is it like,
I mean, it sounds to me like she was being a really nice spouse and doing something
Yes.
for her husband.
Yes.
Ended up in a really bad
She-
situation.
She was being supportive. She was being protective. She was quick to think on her feet. She did all that. Listen, okay? If you got she's got two 40-pound kids and a bag running.
That's a lot.
And I mean, like, the adrenaline, like she said. And if one kid's slipping, hey, you know what, kid? At some point, it's up to the child to either hold on or jump off. You got to make that choice too. Okay, this is a multi-person situation, and I think, you know what? Hey, the fence was there. Chuck it over the fence. My one concern was, what if the
Chuck
dog's
it
got
over
ups?
the fence.
You know, maybe the dog's got some hops on it. You never know. But it seemed like the dog was more interested in the people. Luckily, that oh, your dad's here, by the way. Luckily,
I don't think I'm getting all of these.
oh, it's here.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Perry.
I
Good
don't
to see you.
think it was a bad situation for her to be in. She had to be quick on her feet. She had to think in the moment. She did what she thought was right. I don't fault her for that. The child, she's going to have to make it up to that child a little bit, only because that child's at an age where they don't know.
The trauma that child will go through for the rest of their life is a little concerning to me, because they know now they ain't the favorite.
Well, I don't even think it was a matter of being the favorite. I think it was a matter of the kid is slipping. What
I'm thinking is, if she was right-handed, that child was in the left arm, and she couldn't hold her.
Well, it also depends on which arm had the bag, too, because it's a heavier arm at that point. I mean, they say medication, like, is that all they bought? You know, did mommy pick up a couple 2 liters while she was at the drugstore? A couple candy bars,
some toilet paper,
roll of paper like,
towels.
That bag might be a little bit heavier than some aspirin, is all I'm trying to say. And, you know, and that's part of the situation. Now, if mommy had aspirin and child in one hand and child in the other hand, and she threw child in the other hand, oh boy, we got ourselves a situation here. Because then that child, let's see, weakest kid that could not hold.
Lovin says, weakest kid that could not hold on. Sorry, kid.
Toss the bag.
God.
Valid point. Fuck the husband. Get rid of the medication. Save the kids.
I'm wondering if maybe she couldn't toss the bag without tossing the kids.
You sealed it for me. The mom's the asshole.
Oh
You-
God.
The mom's the asshole. Ditch the kid. Listen, if she had some cheesy poofs in the bag, rip that bitch open. The dog's eating the cheesy poofs. You guys are safe.
What if the bag's on the elbow and the child is like here though? You
Yeah.
can't ditch the bag.
It's plastic. You can rip it.
That's
It's
a
fine.
no,
what?
no, no, no,
Your
no,
other
no,
child?
no, no, no,
No, you're not ripping the
no.
child.
You're,
The child's
no,
not plastic.
No, you're
Bag.
wrong. You're wrong.
What
You're
can
wrong.
you rip the bag with when both your
Put-
arms have children in them?
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to put a bag
two
around
children.
your elbow, hold both children, okay,
Yep.
and try
Yep.
to just rip that bag off your elbow.
You know what I'm doing? I'm running. So I got 2 children. I got a bag hanging on the elbow, right?
Right.
I'm doing like this. I'm doing like this. I'm running. Oh God, there's I like big mutts and I cannot lie.
Oh,
Is
God.
after me. I'm taking child right here, tossing them up on my shoulder, so they're hanging up on my shoulder, and then I'm scooching this arm around and I'm ripping the fuck out of that bag. The bag drops. I scoop up both kids. Fuck that. I'm putting them both on my shoulders. I'm a goddamn marathon runner or whatever the fuck. And I'm fucking hustling down, carrying both kids, and I'm getting away from that fucking mutt. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think you
Mom's
do that.
the asshole. Well, first off, dad's the asshole number 1.
Mhm.
And then mom's the asshole. The kid's traumatized forever. For the rest of that kid's life, however, it's going to play in their favor because the mom's going to try to
Yeah.
make it up. That kid's getting extra birthday presents every year.
Oh, absolutely.
happening.
Yeah.
Every year.
Listen, I'm staying where I'm at. I'm just staying where I'm at.
My dad says you can't outrun a dog. I feel like it probably is true.
What if it was a chihuahua? Story change?
But I feel like you could get
Oh,
a
yeah.
certain distance.
Yeah.
You get a certain distance. She got
What's
far
the
enough.
dog? Is it a yellow lab? They're nice as fuck. Like, they're just trying to play.
Didn't sound like a nice dog.
Mm-mm.
Well, I mean, we don't know. Context is king.
D-
Pit bull, yeah, you got concerns.
If a dog
know-
can rip itself off the chain,
What if it was a necklace? Still made a chain.
Oh my God.
well,
Just saying.
Alright.
Actually, taking it one step further, the owner of that dog, also an asshole.
Oh.
Secure your fucking dog, Dick. That's what I say.
Okay. So I do think the mom's the asshole, but I think she's like the third asshole of this story. So like she is not the number 1
I don't know.
asshole.
I think I would put
of
the
this
kid
story.
above her.
Oh really? You're blaming the child.
A
You're blaming
5-year-old.
a child.
Listen, man. Love and
You're
setting.
batting
5-year-old.
1,000 tonight.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to say this. It is impossible to know how you're going to react in an emergency situation.
That's
You
true.
could freeze. You could fight. You could flee. Now, here's the thing. The mom could have run and left her children behind and had no control over it because that was her on-the-spot adrenaline reaction. That's not what she did. Her on-the-spot adrenaline reaction was to take her kids and get them to safety as quickly as possible. So at the very least, going forward, her husband and herself should both be able to know that in an emergency, she's going to do most likely the right thing. She's
Right.
not going to leave her kids behind.
That's true.
And I think that's real important. They need to get that kid into therapy, though.
Mhm. Oh, absolutely.
That's fair.
Well, the other thing too that I was wondering is how much further did she run after she threw the kid over the fence?
That's fair too.
Because
Doesn't say.
it seemed like they may have walked like a couple of blocks. Because if it was like, yeah, I threw the kid over the fence and then like 2 houses down, this guy got out of his car and helped me. Or if it was like I threw the kid over the fence and then like, quarter mile up the road, this fella was there and,
I feel like she couldn't have gotten that far without the dog catching her. So I feel like it
Right.
had to be all very in a short span.
She ran 5 miles away from her child. That's all. Yeah.
All right.
So I think we can all agree that the mom is not the number 1 asshole in this story.
I don't think
I
she's
think-
an
I think-
asshole at all.
I think we can all
Yeah.
agree on that
I
one.
think she did her best.
Do we have a 4th story this week?
We do, yeah.
Oh,
All
This
right.
is fantastic.
So here we go. Am I the asshole for using money we earmarked for our 6-month-old college fund to buy back the exact 1972 Ford Bronco I owned as a teenager?
Yes.
Well, hang on. Bronco's a nice car. Okay. I mean,
I want Perry's opinion on this one.
wait a second. It's a 1972 Ford Bronco,
Yes.
and they used their 6-month-old child's college fund.
Yes.
Did they leave like an IOU?
The title doesn't say.
Okay,
Well,
yeah. I gotta
okay,
stop doing that. I'm just getting ahead. I'm gonna say yes. They're
I'm-
the asshole, though. But
I'm
by
gonna
the way,
say no,
it is a nice
and
car,
here-
though.
and here's why.
72 Bronco.
The child is only 6 months old. I've got a 9-year-old. We haven't started yet, saving for college.
Shit,
So
that's a good point. Listen, how
I'm
much are
gonna
you putting
say-
away at 6 months?
I mean, it's got to be like $1,000. Like, it can't be that much.
$1,000 at 6 months?
Yeah.
I've been on this earth for 31 years. I haven't put $1,000 away in a month.
Well, again, 84% of Americans make $400,000 a year. I don't know if you know this or not.
And they're all buying soup for their family.
And they're all buying soup. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to know what the fuck we're talking about. We go live every Wednesday with Bring Rick Show. Cheap plug. I'm going to say this guy, you know what? I bought enough shit in my life that was spur of the moment spontaneous. Well, I've probably spent more than whatever the fuck he's probably spent on this car. So I'm going to say no. They have plenty of time to recoup their money for their child's education. Chrissy, hit us with a story.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
When I was a teenager, my dad bought me a classic 1972 Ford Bronco. It was my true passion, and I don't recall a memory from high school that somehow doesn't involve that truck. Plus, my dad and I would spend hours and hours working on it together, and we went through that especially father-son rough patch when I was a teenager, and it was always that Bronco that brought us back together. I made a huge mistake and sold the truck when I turned 19, and my dad died of a heart attack 2 months later. So while not logical, I've always felt a karmic connection between the two events. We had a baby in early February. She's our first and the light of my life. My wife is doing well, but she's back at work, and she's realized that she hates all the daycares we've tried and really wants to be a stay-at-home mom. And plus, she's still very hormonal from delivery, lack of sleep, and breastfeeding. So she's having a rough time and is angry a lot. I guess I need to say this. 2 weeks ago, I was driving through our town's warehouse district and saw a Bronco that was pretty beat up but resembled mine. I stopped just for nostalgia's sake, and the owner came out and let me take a look inside. My dad and I had glued a wheat penny under the dash as sort of a security measure, so I just sort of checked and goddamned if it wasn't my Bronco. I asked him if he'd even ever consider selling it, and he said actually someone was on I-25 as we spoke from Colorado to buy it for $21,000.
21 grand
for 72?
Fuck!
But like, okay.
I freaked out.
Okay, let's play this out.
And asked him if I could buy it right then and there for $23,000. He said if I could come up with the cash, yes. I had been procrastinating setting up a 529, which for those who don't know, it's a specific bank account that you put money in for your child's future college expenses, and you cannot take money out of it for any other reason without steep penalties. Anyway, I've been procrastinating setting up a 529, so I had $12,000 in my savings that my wife's parents had given us. I maxed out my credit card to Venmo, and my mom brought down a check for $4,000, and I fucking drove away with my old car. It was like a dream come true, like a literal dream come true. It needs a lot of work. I can't afford right now, but it's mine, like in my driveway mine. Again, I can't even describe what a joy this is.
Oh my God.
My wife and her parents are furious with me. They feel I was deceptive, that a real man would have sacrificed anything and everything so my wife could stay at home with his kids and that's setting aside that they gave us the money for the college fund. My point is, my daughter is only 6 months old. We have 18 years to set up a college fund for her. But this Bronco means everything to me, and I wouldn't have acted if it would have been gone forever. Now, it can be the same connection between me and my kids as it was to me and my dad. To me, that's the literal meaning of happiness. Like I said, on paper, it's kind of ashholist, but the whole story is a bit of a gray area, right? How do you guys see it?
Oh Lord.
Oh man, this is a doozy. I thought you said you had some soft ones tonight. Holy cow!
I said I started with a soft one.
Oh,
I
you
didn't say they
started
were
with the
all going to
soft
be
one.
that
Okay,
way.
that's fair. That's fair. I don't think you started with the soft one.
Fuck.
Damn, the fact that it was his old car
The exact.
blows my fucking mind. Okay, so wait, he had $12,000 saved up in his bank account.
No.
Oh,
He had $12,000 that was gifted to him by his wife's parents to set up the college fund for
man.
their child.
He got the rest by maxing out his credit cards and doing cash to Venmo, and then
Venmo.
getting another $4,000 from his mom.
Perry coming
Perry.
in hot. Thank you, Perry. What a take.
Family, we saying family comes first. He didn't. I didn't get for myself unless everyone else had what they needed.
It's true.
Lovins is saying he's not an asshole. This was
Lovins
a huge
is on. It's a
investment,
huge investment.
saying he got a steal.
Oh boy, I'm torn on this one.
Here's
Fuck.
the thing.
Okay.
I have a lot of thoughts.
Kevin, you go first because I've got a lot to say.
Okay, so like this is where I look at it. Like I feel like his intentions were good. I feel like he saw an opportunity to, number one, re-establish and sort of make that connection again that he had with his father.
Just a second. Lovins, he is not going to resell that car.
Oh,
he's not going to resell it for anything.
No.
So the idea of an investment's off the table.
Yeah. He was able to reclaim that connection he had with his father, which I think is very wholesome. The car needs work. The car can be a long-term project. He now has that ability to sort of pass that connection he had with his father onto his children. It's a lot of money that was gifted to them that was for something specific. That's like the one thing I'm kind of torn on is it wasn't his money to begin with to do that, and the money was for something specific, which was his child's college fund.
Where are you landing on this one?
Man, I don't know. I almost want to abstain.
You cannot.
You cannot. No, come on. This is rule number 4, sir. We judge the fuck out of everybody.
I want to say
equally.
I want to say he's not an asshole, but like maybe he was misguided, but like that doesn't really fucking.
I'm going to say this, and maybe this will help.
Okay.
I'm the only one of the 3 of us that has lost a parent.
True.
So here's the thing. While finding the car is amazing, the odds of that, ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that the guy was willing to sell it, ridiculous. Here's the thing. And I gotta say, Perry, you make an excellent point. The car ain't gonna bring your dad back. It's just not. What keeps the dad's memory alive are the stories. The stories is what keeps the memory alive. That's the important thing. That's the thing that needs to be passed on to the child, that they can tell their story about their great-grandfather, their grandfather, whatever the fuck. Keep going on. The car much like everything else in this life, is going to one day end up in a dump. Because everything does.
Okay.
Putting your own personal needs over your child's future education makes you the asshole. Period. Not only that, you went into debt, so fuck you. Like,
You know
interest rates
what?
are crazy, you know?
I
Like,
mean,
you
the
maxed everything out.
the Dow Jones is like
The Dow Jones,
just like not working out.
I heard at one point the economy was the best it's ever been.
Yeah.
Now, not so much.
No.
So,
I mean,
you know, I don't
there's
know
a
when this
soup
happened.
shortage.
But,
You know, what are you gonna do?
I mean,
You know what, man? You made some good points there, and you put some perspective on us. I think I think you have shifted my opinion on the matter. I think that yes, I I mean, I'll say I feel like his heart was, you know what? No, I'll say this. He thought his heart was in the right place.
he did, but it was a selfish decision.
It was a selfish decision in the end. So I'm
Yeah.
going. I am willing and going to say that yes, he is the asshole in the situation.
Christy?
I have 2 issues with this guy. 1, he didn't think that he should ask his wife about how to
There
spend
it is!
their shared funds.
Solid point.
Because he knew she would say no, and he didn't want to give her the chance. He took money out from under their family for a selfish purpose and put them into debt. 2,
And his mom was in on it too.
Oh God, yeah. This makes it potentially even worse. This is a post full of him saying how this car coming back into his life is the best thing that's ever happened to him, and how he can't believe this has happened.
I picked up on that
and
too.
there's nothing more important than this car being back in his life when he has a 6-month-old daughter.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going one step further. Fuck this guy. I had the fuzzy vision and like everything was like, oh, the car, like the universe just connected. But then I was like, yeah, motherfucker, you got a 6-year-old at home and a wife who like
6
needs
months.
time. Oh, what? Wait, what?
6-month-old.
Yeah, what did I say?
6 year.
6-month-old.
Yes.
6-month-year-old. A 6-month-old and a fucking
That is
wife.
what you said.
And a wife that needs a break. Listen, okay? Give the wives a break. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
That's his stance.
That's my
After
stance.
all this.
All the wives,
Fuck.
y'all need a break. Mothers, take
This is
a
the
break.
most woke show on the internet.
Take a I have woken up. Listen, I have woken up so that you can take a nap. That's where I stand.
The Dutch stare from Christy is phenomenal.
Listen, you know what? I haven't even been drinking tonight. This is like a whole new sober me is not a good look.
Lovin says he still would have bought it to flip it, which, I mean, if you have the money to restore it and flip
If
it,
you can,
could be a great idea.
If you can make a
But
quick
then you're
turnaround
doing
on
that with your family in mind, not just to have your car back.
Right.
At the expense of your family, which isn't, it would be an entirely different discussion if that were the reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. That is true. Now, the real question. So are we all in agreement that this guy is the asshole?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Very much so.
Now the question comes down. Who is the biggest asshole? And Christy, if you could recap the assholes for us, please.
All right. So we've got the husband telling his wife's family they're fucking stupid for wanting to name his child after their dead relative.
I forgot about him. He's great.
He's a winner. All right, and then
We've got the influencer mommy blogger whose daughter, well, no, it's the wrong perspective. We've got the daughter of a mommy blogger who bought a hoodie that says that they don't consent to have their photo taken so that their mom couldn't take pictures and post them on the internet anymore. We've got the mom who threw one of her twin daughters over the fence while being chased by a dog. And we've got the man who bought a Ford Bronco with his daughter's college savings, credit card debt, and a loan from his mother without consulting with his wife.
I think I know where I'm going. I think I'm going with car guy.
See, here's the issue. Wait, let's see. Levin says the husband for not going to the store. What a loser. That's fair. Here's the problem. I'm having a dilemma. I'm having a little tit for tat, and maybe you guys can help me out a little bit here. I feel like the car guy is maybe possibly the obvious choice because of the grand scale of the amount of money that was spent, the not consulting with the wife about the financial situation. However, while many points were brought up in his favor about how what he said wasn't, the best thing to be said, like we had mentioned as well, he thought his heart was in the right place. When you tell your wife's relative that her dead husband's name is fucking stupid,
it was her dead son, which might be worse.
Oh,
wait, what was that?
It was it was his wife's uncle, but he told his wife's grandma.
Oh, yeah, the grandmother.
So it was her son who died.
Yeah.
And he called her fucking stupid.
That's unforgivable. Like, you can make the money back from the car. You could sell the car and possibly save the marriage and make money on the situation. You can't fix that. I'm going to say that guy's the biggest asshole.
It's pretty bad. Kevin?
You know what? I made a decision. I'm going to stick to it. I do see your point, though.
So you think it's car guy?
Lovins is saying that she took the kids with her to the store while he was at home whining about a headache. He is still convinced that the guy
is.
Sent his wife to the store
she also saved their children.
Yeah,
that is
while
true.
He did nothing.
But did he call the wife's mother's child a fucking stupid ass fucking name who's dead? That is tough.
I'm willing to accept that guy is the biggest asshole for the week.
What about you, Christy? Where are you, car guy? Are you in between? Where are you lying?
Honestly, for me, I've read a lot more about this car guy than you guys, so I'm going to try and not let that affect my choice.
Okay.
Just the fact that he is acting like a car is more important than his daughter is really bad. The fact that he didn't consult with his wife is really bad, especially for something like putting them into debt and using her parents' money.
Oh, we got some hot takes in the chat here.
It's tough.
I'm gonna stop talking because I keep bouncing back and forth. I'm gonna.
I know it's hard. It's hard.
I'm still sticking with the car guy overall. Christy, I thought you were going with the asshole or with the name calling guy.
He's bad.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, he's bad.
No one's getting off clean this week. A hot take from Cindy. The mom did her best with what she could for the kids, so like there's no question there.
Oh, she's okay. She's got some personal experience here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and did Lovin's within with the did he check in on the wife and the kids? Nope. He asked what took so long.
That is a really good point.
That is a really good point. Fuck. Christy, you make a valid point. Like, okay, sticks and stones may break my bones, but that sort of thing. I am rubber, I'm glue. You can't fix a 500 credit score that easy. I'm switching.
You're switching. You're
I'm
bouncing
switching
now. Okay.
Listen, nothing to me is more important than my children. Christy, you struck a nerve. Car guy, he's the biggest asshole this week, without a doubt. Okay, if we were to rank them really quickly.
Okay, we can rank. Yeah.
Let's do a ranking. Okay, my ranking would be car guy number 1. I've got name calling guy number 2. I've got asshole headache guy number 3, and bitch ass teenager number 4.
Oh.
So
I like how he says the teenager. All right. That's fair. I don't disagree. Like it's a fine order. That's a fine order.
That's fine, yeah.
So there you have it, folks.
Well, hang on.
We now have to compare it to our all-time asshole.
Because we have a running asshole.
Yes, we do. Oh, Christian, do you have this information?
Runny asshole.
A runny asshole, if you will. But
So
yeah.
Our previous all-time asshole is from week number 1.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who walked out of his own child's gender reveal party because he was disappointed by the gender.
I don't.
He's still the asshole.
I don't. Listen, you can get out of debt.
You can get out of debt.
You can flip a car.
You can flip a car.
He's still the king, folks.
He's still the king. I don't know how
you can never walk back into the gender reveal.
That. You can't
never walk back into the gender reveal.
And the wife's father walked out on them when they were kids.
Cindy, support your kids. That's the moral of this show.
It is.
Don't be an asshole. Rule number 4, and support your kids. And goddamn, if Instagram mom did not support her kids through some hard work by building up that fan base, ungrateful, spoiled brats. That's what I say.
Oh my god. Well,
we're sticking with gender reveal.
Yeah.
Gender reveal
is still the king.
Yeah, 100%.
It's going to be hard to top that. I'm trying. Yeah. I'm trying.
Oh boy, that was a heat-sinking missile, like right off the gate for episode number 1. All right, well, I guess in 2 weeks' time we do this every other Thursday.
Every other Thursday.
We're gonna try to top gender reveal walkout guy with the next batch that we come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Please hit the like and subscribe button. We are live every Wednesday for Brain Wreck Show with myself and Kevin the Man Graham over there. We talk a lot of nonsense, a lot of our personal lives, a lot of things that may or may not matter. We are in fact the best show on the internet.
Yeah, I've got a lot of soup talk.
We are the only recipient of the YouTube Wood Award. So please be sure to like and subscribe. Also coming soon next Thursday on the opposite end of this show, I am personally running a Twilight Zone watch-along series. So if you're a fan of the Twilight Zone, if you're a fan of me, if you're a fan of this channel, please tune in next Thursday for the pilot episode of the Twilight Zone that we'll be watching.
Yeah.
To
wrap it up, we are on all social media. So if you're not following us, be sure to follow us for all the updates, all the notes, all the details that we've got coming at you over the next couple of weeks. So that's it.
Now, thank you all for joining us in the chat.
Always a pleasure.
Be sure to come back next time. So for this week, I'm Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
I'm Christy.
And this has been your show.
Peace.